My mind, I think I was saying, you're gonna die, bitch, you're gonna die.
And where's the knife at now?
I left it right next to the body.
Okay.
I did not have no feelings.
Okay.
That's basically what you guys are looking for. It didn't bother me. I didn't shed a tear. I had no remorse.
Okay.
I talked to a couple of guys I know there, and basically just like me and you.
You knew she was dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I stood there and listened to her gurgle.
Okay.
That's when I covered it up.
Help me understand, why did you cover her up?
Just didn't want to look at her no more.
Okay.
Although details of her life are scarcely present online, her niece and daughter reportedly told the court that Cynthia Parrington was a loving mother, aunt, and grandmother. On November the 18th of 2022, Cynthia, also known as Cindy, would get into an argument with what many might describe as a demon. A man with a lengthy criminal history that spans back some 38 years in several states. A man that felt he had the right to take the life of another. And unlike most cases where we hold our breath to find out the person really did the crime, in this case, the question we are left with is a simple why. This case has graphic discussions about a crime scene. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, thanks for joining me. Quick announcement. If you are a family member or know very well Miss Cynthia Parrington, please don't watch this case. You have my sincere condolences as well as from my audience, but this case is not to traumatize you, and I'm going to ask you not to watch.
Jeff, is it?
Yes, sir.
Can I come in and talk to you?
Yes, sir.
We got a bunch of chairs. We got some chairs, Jeff. I'm Josh Glass.
I'm just free records.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
I recognize you from
Sorry, we can- oh, sorry.
Shell all the time.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine.
Okay. I just talked briefly to the officers, and they kind of filled me in what you told them, and we just want to kind of go over what you told them, make sure we understand what's going on, have a good grasp of it,
Yes, sir.
make sure that you're okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to read you Miranda warnings. You're probably getting sick of hearing these today. Sounds like they're very few.
No,
But
okay.
if you don't understand, I want you just to let me know, okay?
The rights are read.
And as we get started here, do you want me to call you Mr. Rogers, Jeff, Jeffrey? What would you like me to...
Doesn't matter.
Okay, and I just want to go through basically from the beginning, wherever the beginning is for you in your mind of what these events have occurred. Can you kind of just start from the beginning, wherever that is for you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
It actually started yesterday about 1:30. We had an argument in the apartment, 219. This is, arguing back and forth.
Sure.
Nothing happened.
Mhm.
Then she said a few other things I can't really mind because it's been basically blank now. But, she said something not rude, so basically I took a swing at her.
Mhm.
I missed because I hit the wall. When you walk into the apartment, there's a light switch on the left-hand side. You see a seam. I hit the wall.
Okay.
Didn't hit her at that time, but then I slapped her.
Okay.
Then she pushed me. Then we had a little more of an argument, but it was more of like a wrestling match. I took her to the ground and she kind of kneed me in the nuts, but that's...
Sure.
Then we got up and she said, you have to leave. I said, okay, give me 20 minutes, I'll leave. I said, here's your phone if you want to call the cops. She said, no, just leave. Just leave. Then she got up, I don't know, like she was more upset than I thought, and she hit me. So I hit her back.
Now, are we talking a slap or a punch? How would you classify it?
Well, the first one was a punch. The second time was like a backward slap where it threw her off, and I took her down to the ground. This is the second time where you guys found her body.
Okay.
That's when I had a choke on her throat, because I choked her on basically unconscious, and I had the knife in my back right-hand pocket.
Okay,
I took it out, flipped it open, and stabbed her, I think, 4 times in the throat.
okay. What happened next?
Basically, I seen all the blood, gurgle. That was it. I got up. I have a power drink, so I opened it up, took a power drink. I took the blue blanket, set it on top of her face, went in the bedroom, took the other blanket, 'cause I left the knife right there by her hand, took the other blanket, just laid it right there on top of her, and just watched TV for about an hour and a half.
Okay. What did you do after that?
Basically, walked around.
Okay, do you have a car or anything?
That's her car.
At Century Terrace?
Yeah, that's her car.
What kind of car is she?
That's a van.
Okay, and just so I'm clear, I talked briefly with the officers. Who are we talking about when we talk about she? Who is she?
Cindy Parrington.
Cindy Parrington?
Yeah, or Cindy Hernandez Parrington is her full name.
Okay. Approximately how old is she?
Her birthday is, I already know her birthday because I gave her a gift in August, so I know she's born 8/16/55. We've been seeing each other for 3 years.
Okay. Off and on 3 years or straight 3 years?
3 years.
Okay.
Because when we moved into Century Terrace, she's on the lease. I am not on the lease. We actually met in Safe Harbor here in Manistee.
Okay.
You know, we were doing that for 4 months before we went in there.
Okay. So where are you originally from?
I graduated out of Manistee.
Oh, so you're from Manistee?
Yeah.
Okay, what about her? Where is she from?
She's originally, she's a wetback.
What did he say?
Okay, what about her? Where is she from?
She's originally, she's a wetback. She said she graduated out of Manistee, but she's not originally from Manistee. I know it's down south. I think it's Texas.
Okay.
Because her brother lives in Ludington Towers.
Okay. So if you don't, and then so you said you walked around. Where did you walk to? I mean, you watched TV for how long?
It was a little after 2. I sat there about 3:30
Now, are we talking PM or AM?
p.m.
Okay.
in the afternoon.
Okay.
I went outside a couple of times, had smokes, came back in, said hi to everybody else. I did not have no feelings.
Okay.
That's basically what you guys are looking for. It didn't bother me. I didn't shed a tear. I had no remorse.
Okay.
I talked to a couple of guys I know there, and basically just like me and you.
Did you have any blood on you from stabbing her at all?
The one green shirt, the light green one that they put in the bag, not the dark mock collar, the light green one has blood right here in the sleeve.
Is that what you wore when this happened?
Yeah, what I'm wearing is what I didn't change. I didn't take no shower. I left everything on because.
Now the knife that you stabbed her with, you said you had it back here. Where exactly did you have it in your pocket or like on your belt, like a hunch?
Stand up to show you. I had it right here.
Okay.
This is the clip. I pulled it out while I was still on top of her with my hands choking her. And when she gasped, that's when I flipped it open, took my hands and flipped it over 4 times.
It's a jackknife?
You know it's a lock blade.
And you stabbed her right in this area?
Yeah.
Okay. And where's the knife at now?
I left it right next to the body.
Okay. Is there anything in the apartment that could hurt police officers? Is there anybody else that was there?
No.
Okay, is there anyone else that lives there?
No.
So this whole time, no one else was present in the home?
Yeah, just me and her.
Is there anything else, guns, knives, anything other than that knife you told me about? Is there anything else in the apartment that could hurt police officers?
Well, there's some kitchen knives. She has a hunting knife, a lock blade in her little backpack. I have one in my other backpack. If you go in the van, we have camping gear that has a machete and a cutting tool.
Okay, and just, there's a question we always ask, we want to make
Yeah.
sure everybody's safe.
I mean, there's no needles,
Okay.
no drugs, no weed. There might be a shooter in the refrigerator and a beer, because she drank that.
How long did you say you guys have lived in CT, Century Terrace?
About 3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Well, see here, we moved in there 2 years before they started all this bullshit over there. Yeah. Because actually, when it hits January, it's like 3 years. But we knew 4 months prior to that when we were in Safe Harbor here in
I
Manistee.
gotcha. Okay. So if you don't mind, I want to go back to when you guys were fighting. Is that a fair way to call it? You guys were fighting back and forth? And to correct me if I get it wrong.
Okay.
But it stops and then she hits you, or she tries to hit you?
Well, I wasn't paying attention because she pushes me, but she hits me.
Okay.
Because she's like somewhat half left-handed.
Okay. And then what did you do right after that?
Because I was there, I was going this way. I went back because I got pushed into the shelf that we had right here because I flipped over. And I stepped back, and that's when I went towards her, and she moved this way. That's when I backhand slapped her.
Okay. And then what did she do after that? Did she go down? Did she stay up?
Well, she came at me. That's when I grabbed her and twisted her because I grabbed her by the hair.
Okay.
And then my left hand went to her throat, and I took her down.
Okay. And you have her on the ground, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, you've got her, you have her hand around her throat,
Mm-hmm.
and you take out your knife, do you call it a buck knife, or just, what do you?
Come here, Papa.
Okay. And you stab her 4 times, you don't stab
No.
yourself in the hand?
No, I can actually show you if you move over that way.
Okay.
Because when I grabbed her by the hair, I took her down. I'm like this. I get down on the ground. I got my hand right here because I'm putting my pressure on her throat. My thumb is in her throat. She's trying to breathe, and she's gasping for air. And she goes, Raj. And I didn't pay attention. I grabbed her like this. And when she laid back, because she was like halfway under, and when she went to her back, that's when I left up, and that's when I grabbed this, opened without my hand. That's when I like this. 1, 2, roughly like 4 times.
Did you have it like, we call it hammer fisting, with blades coming out down like this, or did you have it like this?
No, I had it like this.
Okay.
Hammer. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that quick.
Okay.
How long did you have your hand around her throat, if you can recall?
I say at least a good 2 minutes.
Okay, and then was she unconscious when you pulled your knife out, or was she still talking and trying?
No, she went from like this to like this.
Okay.
That's when I pulled my knife.
Okay.
That's when I hit her with the knife after I pulled it back.
When you grabbed her throat, what were you hoping to do? Were you hoping just to make her unconscious, or what were you trying to do there?
My mind, I think I was saying, you're gonna die, bitch, you're gonna die.
Okay. And then is that why you stabbed her? You wanted her to die? You wanted her to be quiet?
And when she went like this and she was still gurgling, that's when I pulled it out.
Okay.
And then I went like this.
So she kind of went limp.
Yeah.
Okay, while you were choking her,
Yep.
she went limp, and then
And she was like half like that, that's when she went at her back.
Okay. Was her eyes open or?
Nope, closed.
Okay.
So it sounds like you said you were thinking anyways, die, bitch, die. Is that what you were hoping for when you stabbed her?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this something, I mean, at what point did you think about stabbing her in the throat? I mean, as soon as you had her down, or have you been thinking about that for a while?
It just came that quick, because I know I had the knife in my back pocket.
Okay. All right.
Because I always carry 2. I have a little one over here, and the other one over here.
Okay.
Because they took 2 of my knives that I had.
But those weren't involved in
No,
the thing?
but you should always see there's one little one and one bigger one. That's basically what I had, because the other one was a camouflage knife.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get
I
make
know.
sure I understand everything, so if I ask you the same question, forgive me.
That's no problem.
So this wasn't an accident type thing. You put her on the ground and you wanted to stab her and you wanted her to...
Basically I was just trying to hurt her.
Okay.
But then when she went limp, it just dawned on me that quick. I already knew I had a knife.
Okay.
It's just, I wasn't planning on it. It just popped.
But you wanted her dead at that moment.
So it's basically because I said, you're going to die. When I said that, it's like, it just kicked in.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this isn't something you planned for days, hours, just in the moment.
No.
But you knew you wanted her to die in that moment. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Where does all this take place? I haven't been to your apartment. I haven't even talked to the officer.
Mhm.
Can you describe your apartment for me?
Okay. Here's the door. Here's the pantry. The bathroom. The bedroom's over here. There's a little small wall here. We have a long wall here before it separates this little hallway to the kitchen. Then you have your living room, basically the whole combination.
Okay.
The first incident happened when you go right here, when you walk through the pantry door. There's a light switch on the left-hand side. That's where you see damage. That's where I first punched her.
Okay.
Because she was yelling something at me, and I grabbed her, and she moved, and I hit the wall.
Can I trust you to give me my pen to draw it?
As we head to our first commercial break, I don't know about you, but it just seems a little odd for somebody to come out and admit that they have no remorse and they didn't shed a tear and things like that. It just seems odd. I mean, you see it from time to time, but just not often. What do you think his angle is with this? Do you think he's being honest and that's really the way he feels? Or do you think he's trying to get an insanity plea or something? What do you think? We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, can you just draw, and I'm not an artist, I don't expect you to just draw the floor plan and draw, do you mind doing that?
No problem. Okay. Door. The exits are the door. That's the pantry door. The bathroom's right here. This is the bedroom. When you go in here, that's the bedroom. That's the same size. Then there's a wall that goes like this, all the way like that. There's that little white switch. Then this comes the living room,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the kitchen.
Okay.
Because there's a switch here, and this is where the wall is split right there.
Okay.
There's a closet in there.
And whereabouts did you guys start fighting?
Well, we first started arguing when she was on the couch. And that would be, couch is right over here. She was here and she was arguing. Then that's when she got up actually and she said something. That's when I went after her and that's when it ended up this way and I got her right here. Because this is that hallway.
And where did you stab her? So you got her right there. Where did you stab her?
I got her. When we came in here, we tussled. There was a little stand right here because the wall that got knocked over. This is right here where the couch, because we have a table right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is by the window. This chair got moved in. This one's, I don't even know where it's at. Was that? But her body was right there.
Okay, did it stay where it was when you stabbed her? Did she not move after that point?
Yeah.
And you knew she was dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I stood there and listened to her gurgle.
Okay.
That's when I covered it up.
And help me understand, why did you cover her up?
Just didn't want to look at her no more.
Okay. Did you ever put pressure on the wound or render any kind of aid?
No.
It sounds like you, in that moment, you wanted her dead, what I'm hearing. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you give me just an idea, the nature of the relationship? I mean, was it unusual for you guys to fight back and forth, or is this something is it not unusual? Is it common? Can I
I see here when I said the first year we had one argument. The second year, maybe two. But it's like this last 9 or 10 months, it's like we were snapping at little things.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got into a newer unit and she didn't like it because it wasn't done. And she's going after me, but I would always leave, because I work at a church. Well, I used to work at a church, Christian Faith Church. That's why you always see me at Shell.
Okay.
I would always leave her. Well, you're running out. I said, well, there's no reason to be talking. But this time, it just didn't work.
Okay.
Have you strangled her in the past during your arguments prior to this?
Now, I don't think that we should disparage the victim, but I do want to look at this prior case that he's about to describe a little critically because it's interesting. This was crazy.
The first time we had the argument, I never hit her. The second time, the first argument, the second one, we grabbed each other, but I slammed her against the wall, and that was in the old apartment. I did slap her that time with a backhand slap. But she goes, "You gotta go." I left. That was during the summertime. I walked outside all summer long. I was sitting over here by the marina.
Yep.
She came down here. "Come on, you sure?" I mean, you told me, "Nope." Because she kept on driving by. So I wasn't going to go back. She told me to leave.
Sure.
And she came, okay, we went back and had dinner and basically, hugged and all that stuff. We had no problem. We just talked it out. But we have little talks. We don't talk like big talks.
Right.
Now, I remember the first time we were going together, she brought because our pastor's involved about maybe we should separate, because we know we're two different paths, you know, because we both lived the homeless section. I lived more in Broad, but she, you know, but we had no problem the first year. We go camping and everything else. Second year we did the same thing. This year we did a little, but we had more snap arguments.
Mm-hmm.
And I say a little bit more, we pushed each other, with both of us.
Like verbally or physically push each other? What are you talking about?
Verbally and physically, we were pushing each other. It wasn't this, I was doing it all the time, she was doing it. It was just back and forth.
Has anybody ever called the police during any of these altercations?
Never.
Okay.
She never, I told, like the first time, I handed her the phone. I said, you can call the cops, that way I'm out of here.
But it sounds like you did that as well. Did you do that as well yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told her, here's your phone. She got up, and I gave her the phone, she took it. And she was going, but then she said something else. And I'm like, that's when it got more heated for me.
Okay.
I just want to make it clear, because you were going, I think you were continuing on the question I asked, did you strangle her prior to this?
No.
This last time?
No.
Okay, that was the first time that you've done that?
Yeah, that was the first time, because the other time was like, no problem this year, but it's like, I slapped her. Then we just,
And this year's been progressively getting worse.
where it's just more been abruptly rude comments to each other. Little push here, shove there, but nothing like what happened yesterday.
Yeah. Did any of you, did either you or her try to leave that day amidst the argument? Did you
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
She told me to leave. I was going to leave. I handed her the phone.
That was you leaving, and then
Then she came and got into me. You know, I said, here's your phone. Call the cops. I'm leaving. It's going to take me 20 minutes. But she was going hysterical, and she was like, she came after me. She came at me. So basically, when she did that, I just went, I said, I went forward.
sounds like you were fed up at that point.
Yeah.
But she didn't have any weapons or knives or anything at any point?
No, because hers is in her little bag.
So she wasn't coming after you with
No.
a knife, okay? Did you think that can she hurt you? You weren't in fear for your life, in other words?
Not really, because she knows how to brawl, because she got in a couple of brawls down there at the park.
Okay. But it sounds like you were able to take her down pretty easily, is that
Yeah.
right? Okay. So this wasn't a situation where you were afraid for your life. It sounds like you were done.
I was fed up.
Okay. You mentioned a car.
A van.
Can you describe her vehicle?
It's gray.
Okay.
It's on the, show you. You got your...
I think there's only two parking lots.
Yes. Right here is the Century Terrace.
Yep.
We're parked over here.
It's a gray van?
Yeah, it's a gray, but it's got the blue hood, but it's gray. It's a van.
Okay.
There's a blue van right there, a gray van. And it's parked forward in.
Okay.
It's right at the beach, because you got one spot here, and because there was a red truck, blue van, then there's another blue van.
Okay.
That was there.
Have either of you two ever been arrested before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what for? Starting with you, what have you been arrested for?
All you gotta do is go ask them. There's quite a few of them. There's like 9 different felonies I have.
Okay, what generally for?
First one was this fraud, check forgery. I had joyride here.
Anything assaultive?
Oh, that's in New York.
Okay, what happened in New York?
I have aggravated assault, menacing. I have a concealed weapons charge.
Okay.
That's why I got a flatbed in New York.
You got a what?
A flatbed.
Okay. How long was that?
That was 3.5 flat, but it took like 12 years to get out of New York.
Okay. Did you get in trouble while you were inside? Is that what you're saying?
No, because the flatbed at the time, because I went in 2004. I got out, but there was every time when you come out, you gotta start your flatbed. Basically, it's 3.5 flat plus 5. Now, if I don't do a full year, that time doesn't count. I have to start the whole 5 over again. That's why they keep tagging. Then we went to court and got it where it was dead.
And you were in there for what?
Well, I was in the system for almost 8.5 years, but I didn't get off paperwork until almost 10 years later.
Okay.
Because how they kept on rolling us.
And just so we're clear, because different states have different lingo, we're talking about prison, right?
Yeah.
And you were in prison for what specific charge?
That was, they wrote it up as aggravated assault, wasn't attempted murder because I hit 2 people back in the head because they were wanting to be stupid idiots. But then I had the menacing charge. I got all these charges because they never caught me on the first one until they tied everything up. But I had a weapon on me.
Okay.
I had a knife. They said I had a banger. And there wasn't no pea shooter banger. So, but they got me for a concealed weapon charge.
Okay.
That was it in New York. Michigan,
When did you get out? Just so I know, when did you leave New York approximately?
2012.
12, okay. And you came to Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about Michigan?
Michigan, I got in trouble back, I think it was, what, 96? No. I graduated in 84. I got in trouble here the first time in 86 because I went to this boot camp when I was at Stavo. And that was just for check forgery. Because I got kicked out of the National Guard. Then, I went to Muskegon. No, I went to Traverse City. I got 2 embezzlement charges there because I used to work for the Whiting Hotel at the time when it was Whiting Hotel. I got forgery and fraud there. I went in for another 1.5 years. Then they sent me to the work camp in Muskegon, where I did there, but then I got a B&E joyriding, and they gave me 3 to 5 again. They went back to the work in Muskegon when they had the work center. What did I do after that?
But what about after you got back, after 2011, what happened?
2012, I never got in trouble. No,
Never?
no, I take that back. When I got back, I stole somebody's vehicle when this restaurant down here was a new pizza joint. It used to be 44 West.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I took his vehicle to Ludington. I got caught in Hart, where he's trying to steal a bicycle. But then I had an outstanding warrant down in Adrian for a knife. So at the time I was living in Coldwater and Quincy. They sent my stuff to the wrong address. So I got down there, they took me to Adrian and gave me 6 months time served, and they brought me here to Manistee. They gave me, I think it was 14 months or 16 months for the joyriding. So I basically got less time for the joyriding than I did for the weapons charge. I was here on parole in Benzie, got off the parole, but the felony probation, I skipped and went back to Adrian. They lived in their warming shelter, basically safe harbor, until I got violated, but it took 6 months to get violated. Then they gave me another 6 months in the county jail to wipe everything off.
Sure.
Then I was off parole and felony probation. Then I worked my way back here, was it 2012, 15? I think that was 2014 or 15. But I worked my way back and forth from Adrian to Traverse City. Because at the time you could still hitchhike.
Okay.
And I would get on a job. You probably know that I don't have a driver's license because it was taken away when I did joyriding. And there was no IDs on me because I got rid of everything and threw them in the dumpster because I don't need them really.
Sure.
And that was it basically. I just went back.
You haven't been in trouble since? I think it was last
2015 or 2016 was it.
As we head to our last commercial break, first of all, it's really impressive how this dude can rattle off all his crimes. I mean, it's impressive. I mean, 38 years worth of crimes, rattles them off like they happened yesterday. That kind of memory is insane. That's insane to me. But second, you don't even know why he did this. You have no motive yet. Until now, when we get back, we're going to hear a motive as to why this happened. And the question, are you going to be shocked? Are you going to be shocked when you find out how silly and petty this fight was?
You will be. You will be.
Real quick, have you ever done this to anybody before? Something similar to this?
Murder?
Well, anything similar to it. Stabbed anybody?
Never stabbed anybody. I had a lot of many fights,
Okay.
especially in New York.
Fights with weapons?
Yeah.
Okay. So safe to say it was a rough upbringing or young?
No, it was just, I lived as a homeless person for a long time, especially when I go through Grand Rapids.
Mm-hmm.
Got many fights. They'll report all them wounds,
Okay, I got you.
or Kalamazoo.
Have you been before?
I got one cut right here.
Okay.
And have you seen anybody in Grand Rapids or Kalamazoo or?
Well, I know it's not on no police report, I'm not. no-
I'm not asking if I'm not looking.
I don't wanna say anything about that. That was the homeless section was.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm the nicest person when I was homeless. It was mostly fights.
Was it necessary evil? Is that a fair way to describe it? You have
Yeah.
to hold your own and you have to
Yeah.
attack, okay.
Cause I mean,
But it sounds like but you're not officially telling us that because you don't want to get in trouble for it, even though you couldn't get in trouble for it, it sounds like.
no, I'm just saying, it's just, I was,
Yeah, it's part of it. Okay. And just so I understand, I want to make sure I don't have anything wrong. After you started, you said you heard a gurgle and you watched TV for how long? Hour and a half?
roughly.
Roughly an hour and a half? So you wanted her to die, that was the whole deal, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I never gave her aid or nothing, I
Okay.
just covered up.
And you covered up because you're just sick of seeing her?
Yeah, I just covered her and that was it.
Did you make any phone calls during this time or text anybody? Do you have a cell phone?
No, she gets the phone. I called a friend of hers because we were supposed to pick up a mattress.
Okay.
That's what it was. This started over a mattress. And I did make a phone call. I don't know what time, but I called her before she was gonna call us, just to let her know that we were gonna do it today.
Okay.
So basically, I played everything off where nobody gives us a call. Nobody really bothers our door.
You played it off so no one will stop by after she was dead, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so you called somebody after you stopped her and told them what?
That we'll pick up the mattress Saturday.
Okay, so you're basically rescheduling an appointment so no one comes to the door and discovers whatever, okay.
I have to cut this straight, because I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm not gonna be able to answer any more of your questions until I'm moving my legs back and forth. So if you can grab an officer, if you would, please, sir.
You're going to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I gotta take another. Okay. I'll wait till he gets his.
I'm
Then you can come back and ask.
I'm
more
with you.
questions.
Is that good enough for you, water?
Yeah, that's just fine.
All right.
I just gotta take another peek.
I'll get it.
I'm not trying to.
They're gonna have to stand right with you, just so you know.
I know,
Okay.
they did it the first time.
Okay.
I have no problem. I just gotta take another peek. Then you guys come and ask me more questions.
Right, yes, gotta go back,
Yes, sir, yes.
Absolutely, come on,
Okay,
we'll do the same, we'll go to the same bathroom.
Okay.
You're good?
I just wanna make sure I'm not. Thank you.
Good? Okay.
I just need it.
All right, can we come back in and talk
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
All right.
I just needed
No,
to get
no, I
this.
get it.
I won't be able to answer right.
Before I came into work, I was a hunting blind, so I had to go to the bathroom too. Just a couple things, and I want to just clear some things up. We talked a little about your history. Has anyone ever told you that you're diagnosed with mental health issues at all?
It's all in my file.
Okay. I don't have your file. Have you been diagnosed with anything or no?
That's when I was a kid,
Okay.
when I went to prison system, even when I was at that thing when I went to boot camp in Fort Knox, I did another one.
Okay.
It's all in there someplace.
All right.
So you served in the military?
Yeah, I was in the guards.
Okay, how many years did you serve?
I think they gave me 3 years before they gave me a dishonorable.
Okay.
Were the two of you using drugs or anything or drinking that night?
Nope.
Both clear-minded, clear, sober?
Mm-hmm. The last time that we actually drank was when we were in Traverse City during Cherry Festival, because we went to Nolly's, got the big cigars, and had scotch. Because you know when you take a scotch, it opens up the flavor, and basically that was then. Then the other time is when we went to Scottville, we watched the Lions. That game they got beat.
Well,
Yeah, but that was a couple Bud Lights.
Okay. Oh, so you're not drinking?
We're not drinkers.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean-
You don't use drugs, it sounds like?
No, because I mean, there's a Bush beer and I think a shot whisker, but that stuff sits in there for like a year or almost.
I'm not trying to get in your personal business, but I'm just trying, that's why I'm just looking, you weren't hearing voices or hallucinating or anything. That's basically what I'm getting at.
No,
It sounds like you're pretty clear-minded. The officers told me they see some blood on the neighbor's door, like maybe some spatter. Did you try contacting the neighbors at any point?
Don't forget, we have workers over there. Them drywall's been leaking all over the place. Cause there's always blood on our elevator doors.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I mean, that's from outside. Cause my hands freeze.
Okay. But you don't have any wounds on your injury?
No.
Okay.
If you need, I can strip and show you. I have no.
Okay.
I mean.
Do you mind if we take the clothes that you say have blood on them? Do you mind if we take those?
I can I mean, if you want, you can bring that one bag and I'll show you what the blood went on it.
Okay.
Make sure you got the right.
As long as you tell us the right color,
Yeah.
sure, we can figure it out.
It's that light green one.
Light green one.
Yeah,
Okay.
not the mock color green one, the dark green one.
Gotcha.
Because it didn't, there's nothing on this one or this one. It got on that not the mock green one, because I put the mock green one after a while. But it's that light green one. You see there's the blood down on this side.
I see you got a little something right here. What is that? Is that maybe a little blood right there?
That might be hers too.
Okay. What shoes were you wearing? Is this exact outfit? It looks like you got some scent lock or some camo stuff.
Yeah, that's some.
Those are the boots you're wearing?
Yeah.
And you walked around.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go between? I mean, you left your apartment. What time do you think you left your apartment approximately?
The last time I went outside, the smoke, I came back up, was like maybe 3:45. I forgot something. I forgot a lighter in the van, so I went in the van, unlocked it, locked it back up, dropped the keys in the apartment. I had my work keys. I walked from Century Terrace out to Burger King, ate, came back into town the back way, walked over to my church, and went in the back door because I had the back door keys. Hanged the back door keys there, on a screw. Locked all the doors in the back. I had a power drink there. So I drank the power drink. I smoked a couple cigars out front.
Of the church?
Yep.
Which church was it again? The one on...
You know by Dollar General?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, the
okay.
Christian Faith Church.
Okay.
Then I just basically walked around town.
Okay.
I know there's places to hide here.
Okay.
I
Were you trying to, at any point were you trying to, so you the back way, were you trying to avoid detection or?
it's the safest way to walk.
Okay, all right.
You said you talked to two people when you were out on your walk.
Yeah.
Do you recall who they were?
Okay, the one guy works at Family Dollar, the
Okay.
skinny white dude. He stays on the first floor. I don't know what apartment. The other guy was that truck driver. He had the black truck. He was going in. I said hi. You know.
Okay. But you don't really know their names or anything like that?
I'm not good with names.
Okay.
We talk all the time.
Gotcha.
I mean, they don't even know my name.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden I seen Kevin, one that works at Century Terrace. I waved at him because him and his girl was going to go get something. Oh, I also spoke to Billy. Everybody forgets about Billy because Billy's always downstairs in the morning.
Okay.
Who's Billy?
You should know Billy.
I'm trying to think.
He's the one guy. He's quiet. He stays on the third floor now because he was ready.
He's always down in the lobby?
He's always in the lobby.
Okay.
Just ask for Billy. Everybody knows Billy. And I talked to him. I say, how you doing? You know, I said, it's getting cold out, Billy. You know, we had more of a conversation, but he's just a quiet person.
And did you tell anyone about this?
No.
Who's the first person you told?
You see that sergeant that picked me up at the coffee shop?
Yeah.
I know his schedule. I know he's always there.
Okay. What got you to the point where you needed to tell him?
Can't really run from it. I already knew what I did.
Okay.
It's not the first time I've been in trouble. I know how the system
I
works.
knew they'd eventually get to you
Yeah.
and find you. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't leave here. I mean,
Did you, and this is a common question, did you discard anything? Did you throw anything away?
the only thing I had discarded was my IDs.
Okay.
I didn't,
Yesterday?
yeah,
Okay.
because I tore up I don't have none of my originals because I lost them in Battle Creek. So I had all the copies. So I tore everything up in the plastic bag and I threw them in the dumpster at Century Terrace before I left.
What was the purpose of that, you think?
I didn't need to have ID on me.
Okay. Is it so if you get stopped, somebody couldn't ID you? Is that kind of...
No,
Okay.
because normally when the cops stop, if you don't have an ID, they got to detain you for 3 days. Anyway,
You're not currently on probation or parole?
no,
Your apartment, do you mind if we go in there?
it's not my apartment, it's hers.
Okay. Do you have a problem with us going in there?
No.
Okay.
That's why I told them, the one city cop that read me the memorandum twice, I said, yeah, I give you guys permission.
Okay.
The key is inside. It's locked. just call maintenance, or don't you guys have a guy that goes over there and checks on people?
Okay.
I have no problem telling you guys to go in there.
Okay, I appreciate it. If we have to take anything out of the apartment, are you okay with that?
You can take whatever you need.
What about her cell phone? What's her password on her cell phone?
Give me your pen for a minute, please.
You want to see a phone?
No.
Me draw the dots?
No, the pen. Because we have two things. One's the tablet and one's the phone. The tablet is 65, 62, 47, 48. The only way I can remember. That's the tablet, that's the phone.
Okay. And is there, you called the company to, and what company was that you called to come next day?
No.
Just so I understand that?
You can write down it was Lisa from United Way.
Oh, Lisa, yeah, I know Lisa, okay.
Because Cindy called her a couple of days ago about getting a bed.
Okay.
We got rid of all our stuff, but we were sleeping on air mattress. But we were gonna put the two, because we just got done buying another air mattress to put the mattress on top.
And so you called her and talked to her?
Yeah, because I just went like this, where Cindy called, and I put down, hey, she goes, hi, hey Lisa, this is Raj. Cindy's in the shower because she knows she has a bad shoulder. Well, we can do this tomorrow on Saturday. I'm gonna call my pastor because he has a truck, because we would have to tie on top of her van. And she was busy anyways with Bear Lake.
If you had your best estimate from the time that you stabbed her to calling Lisa, how many minutes went by there? You had to, I mean, again, I'm asking for a guess.
Give me a minute here, because when I sat there, I drank my power drink out of it. I covered her. I put the power drink there. I went outside and smoked. Talked to a few people. It had to be over 20 or 30 minutes. I say about roughly 25 minutes before I called her.
Okay. Power drink is what?
Venoms.
Oh, just like the energy
Yeah.
drink? Okay. Did you call or text anybody else?
I don't text, I just call one person.
Okay. Did she call anybody during the altercation or before the altercation?
Nope.
All right. And do you have family in town at all?
No, my family's dead.
Okay. And what about her? Where's her closest family?
That'd be in Ludington, Frank.
Frank?
That's Frank Barrington. No, he's a Hernandez. Frank Hernandez. He lives in the Ludington Tower. Hernandez.
Okay.
Cindy's full name is Cindy Hernandez Parrington. Her Parrington is her husband's last name, because they just buried him 2 years ago. Frank's name is Frank Hernandez. They live in the Ludington Towers. You know, right where you can see the cop shop?
Yeah, yep.
Because you can look out and actually see the UPS, the library, and the cop shop.
That's her brother?
Yes, her brother.
Okay. And then does she have her parents still alive or no?
No, her parents are dead.
Okay. If I showed you a picture just to help us out, could you identify her? Obviously, would you want to do that?
If you need to, yes.
It seems, I don't know, just bear with us here. But do you have anybody you want us to call on your behalf?
No.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Can you give us a description of what she was wearing when this all went down? Or like a clothing description, if you can recall?
I know she had a long sleeve shirt on, I think. I don't know if she was changing her tights or had jeans on. Because she was getting ready to put her boots on, because her boots are over here by the couch. I think she had tights underneath and a pair of jeans. She had a t-shirt, and I think she had her long sleeve shirt on. I think it was gray. Because I remember, because the glasses I set up on the TV stand, because I knocked them off.
Okay. But you didn't take any clothes off of her? You didn't?
No.
Only thing you did was sound like you covered up or wrapped her up?
Yeah.
You said did she have her glasses on when you guys were fighting?
Yeah. Mhm.
And you knocked them off?
Yep.
Okay.
And I picked them up and put them right there by the TV.
Okay, and that was after
Yep.
it was all done?
And when I left, I turned the TV on, the freebie channel on, I think, Hawaii 5-0. I turned her little yellow light, that was a glow light, and left the bathroom light on, because that's what normally we do, and shut the door.
Okay.
It was almost like 4 o'clock.
I know we've asked you a lot of questions. Is there anything that you think we should know that we haven't asked you already? Anything you think might be relevant? If you were sitting in this position that you would want to know as a police officer?
You asked every question you guys need, pretty much.
Okay.
Was she working anywhere?
No, she was on her full
Disability?
disability.
Okay,
That's how she got the place.
gotcha.
I was working at the church.
You know,
And just for my memory's not great, you went to the van, what did you get in the van?
A lighter,
Just a smoke outside, is that all it
Yeah.
was? Okay.
'cause I forgot the first time to get bread went off the table.
Is there anyone else who knows anything else about this?
No,
This fight or anything?
no,
Okay.
because when I was at the coffee shop, I told him I seen the sergeant, I was actually went in, ate, and went outside waiting for him to come out. And I heard him come out, and I said, Sarge, I need to speak to you, sir, please. And I told him, I had my hands up, I said, I need to tell you something, I did something bad yesterday. He goes, what? Just put me in a pair of handcuffs, and then I'll tell you.
What was his face like when you told him?
He goes, I can't put you. Well, I hurt somebody in apartment 219. It was my girlfriend. Then I went to the wall. He said, what happened? She's dead. That's when he got the first cuff on, then he got the other cuff, because he double cuffed me. Says, don't say anything. That's when they call city cops. Said, as soon as possible, because you can hear them. That's when the other cop got me in the car, and that's when he ran me twice.
Okay.
And the city cop car first time, then the sheriff's cop car the second time.
Okay. And you've been very cooperative. You don't have a problem if we search through your belongings, your clothes?
You
Can we take that stuff?
You can take it.
Do you mind if we photograph your body and?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you need me to
Take
strip,
clothes?
you can take
If we need you to strip, we're gonna give you clothes for sure, just so you know.
I mean, you can take pictures, whatever you need.
Okay.
I have no problem about that.
Is there anything else we can get you? Okay. You seem very calm about this. Is this something I'm noting? Did you expect this day to come, maybe, or no? No?
No.
Okay.
sounds like you just kind of realized that you really had nowhere else to go, and you just, your conscience probably got the better of you, and you had to tell somebody, and thankfully, the sergeant was there, and you were able to finally get it off your chest.
Yeah.
And I can see that it's making you emotional right now.
If the sergeant wasn't there, what were you gonna do, you think?
I was gonna walk over here, hit the buzzer, and knock on the door.
Okay. Sure. Is there anything else you need on that? All right, if you get hungry, just let us know. We have the office.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As we wrap up another case, I'm not going to lie. Jeffrey Rogers has got to be one of the more difficult people to read that I've seen in a long time. On one hand, he sounds like an absolute sociopath, feeling no sympathy or empathy for the victims of his crime. But then again, as he mentioned, when he turned himself in, the sergeant seemed to have his back, saying, "Don't say anything else," as he cuffed him. It would almost seem like Jeffrey put on a front to be very likable, at least if you did not live with him. Well, at least Jeffrey is where he belongs. Well, not quite. He isn't under the prison, but he is in there for the next 43 years and 9 months. And probably the most frustrating part of this case for me, I'm mad at these detectives because they did not pursue the mattress story, pressing Jeffrey about how an argument over a mattress resulted in a murder. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of They Caught Me. Don't forget to check out the crime scene on Sunday for what I'm sure will be another unseen gem. And now, I'm heading back to the lab to make more unseen videos for my YouTube friends. But I will catch you kind folks again very, very soon, right back here on They Caught Me. Till next time.